I brought over here the 7 stages of grief. Okay? So let me read them to you, all right, just so we're all straight here. And then we're done with Iowa. So the first thing was shock and denial when that happened. You know, how could they go down the field? How could this happen? You know, all these different things, you know, because, you know, you go from complete celebration with the drive, and especially the way it was done with the trick play and everything and the big touchdown pass to shock and denial. That couldn't have happened, not again. And then I think that we went into the next stage, which was pain and guilt, okay? Pain, you know, guilt. The players had guilt. I had guilt. Everyone did. And then we went into anger and bargaining about some different things that went on during the game. Then we hit that depression and reflection area. Okay, and along with number 4 is loneliness, okay, a little bit of that. You know, we all felt like we were all alone with this. I think yesterday, or maybe it was probably yesterday, there was the upward turn, okay, and looking forward a little bit. You know, I hit that reconstruction and working through number 6 as I was on the exercise bike yesterday for 25 minutes trying to recreate every situation that happened on that last play. If we were in this coverage, what this would have looked like, all the different plays that they've run in that situation. What if they got into empty like they did at the early part of the game, the things that they had never shown and ran this particular route, how would that have matched up versus that? It was at the 7-yard line, how all these different things. And I had it all reconstructed in my mind and went back up to the defensive staff room and went through that with our coaches again. And then basically settled on, you know, we needed to be in man coverage and pressure them, which is exactly what we did. And finally, number 7, I think we entered that last night, acceptance and hope. And that's where we're at. You move on. And I think that's what you have to do. You know, our players have done that, as I said this morning when I see them, you know, very, very encouraging. And I think that when you're in a family, and that's what we have a family, we have a football family. Doesn't mean everybody always gets along in the football family, but we have a family. And there's people that in times of crisis, they come together. And that's what we have to do. And that's what we've done when you say you've played very well after tough losses. You know, that's what we have done here. And because of that, I know that we'll be successful here ultimately. We've taken a football team in 3 years that had very little hope. And now we're playing number 6 teams in the nation and saying we should have won. And that's the reality of the situation. So we've got a good football team. We'll measure up. I'll continue to say we'll measure up as a program. And it won't just be on the football field. It'll be in the classroom, and it'll be off the field as well. And that's what we'll do here. And that's our job, and we're going to get there. And we'll be a championship football team at some point. You know, I have complete faith in our players and our coaches, and we're looking forward to going to Minnesota and starting back. And we can still have a very, very good football team. In reality, we can still win as many games as we won last year. We're getting better as a football team. That's our ultimate goal, is to be our best, play our best football at the end of the season. Ultimately, we need to win our last football game. Any way you cut it. I don't care what our record is right now. That's our goal. And I think we're doing that. So, you know, I think we're fine. We're moving ahead. We had a setback. It's unfortunate. But you deal with it and you move on, and it makes you stronger in the end. I do believe that. We've got an opportunity to sit here and win 4 games, and I think if we win 4 games, we'll be in a New Year's Day bowl game. I believe that. There's a lot to play for. The thing that I think, and I said this the other night, the thing that I want everybody to understand is that we weren't playing against an undefeated team, and that's why we were playing hard. That had nothing to do with it. We were playing for our fans, and we were playing because if we won that football game, we were 4-1 and number 1 in the Big Ten Conference, at least a share. So we were playing for ourselves. We still need to play for ourselves. We need to play for a 4-2 record, and where that puts us in the scheme of things depending on what happens this weekend. That's why we need to play, and our players need to understand that. I think they do.